when you are talking to Bo, to Taylor, about this, and obviously, you've got to work with a wider team as well. What are some of the similarities and differences you found working with Taylor and Bo Dallas, um, to when you were working with Wyndham?
Um, I mean, dude, they're you definitely tell they're brothers. They are, they are two sides of the same coin. Both just always, firing off ideas and just the way they think about everything. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how not only their love for the theatrics and the storytelling and everything, but also the ring psychology that is just almost like genetic to them at this point.
Mm.
I mean, they're both third generation wrestlers, so it's almost instinctive in a way. So getting to see that is just such a beauty. It's such a treat. It was with Wyndham, like just hearing, like ring psychology to both of them is so second nature, and just seeing how they come up with their ideas and everything. It's just this really cool process. It's like watching a great actor like come up with his or her characters and their process and what theirs should be. So so sometimes all you do is you just got to sit back and just watch and just listen, and they come to you and you're like, yeah, man, that's great. Let's do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. In terms of the gear and everything, because that was, you had a hand in that. I loved the gauntlet that was done. Re kind of purposed Fiend and Bray stuff for the Howdy stuff. When you're visualizing that gear, again, there's a lot. I'm not going to say a lot of pressure, but the character is getting reintroduced. Obviously, it has. I'm talking about Uncle Howdy here. Has a lot of good faith with fans. But when you're coming up with the design, that the jacket, all of it was really well done from my side as a viewer. Well, what is that process like for you? What kind of when you talk about the gear, when you're talking about that again the gauntlet there, really cool details, and of course all the details matter in this universe. So, what is that like for you when you're coming up with the Howdy gear and you're coming up with these little details for the universe, for the WWE universe and the Bray fans and the Wyatt verse fans to unpick, which obviously they continue to do.
yeah, I mean, again, that is you're giving me a lot more credit. That was all Bo and Wyndham and Bray. That's the thing that I just miss the most about Wyndham is Wyndham's been gone for over a year, and I still feel like he's still getting one over on me all the time. Like these little things just happen, and you're just like, he had this planned. He totally like Bo and I talk about it all the time. Is like Bo will mention something that like Bray told him, and then I'll mention something that Bray told me, and then we kind of realize that like they're two halves of a puzzle piece, and we're like, oh
Wow.
my god, brother was like doing, and it's just like, man. And example was um when we were doing everything for the documentary, and so side note, the whole look of Uncle Howdy was all Bo's idea. That was all Bo and little bit of the creative team, but it was mainly just Bo and my wife Mandy doing all the like soft goods and everything, and the creative team. I really had like no hand, I had little inputs here and there, but that was like they're the ones who really like spearheaded the whole Uncle Howdy project. But what was cool is I was talking with Bo, and Bo shows me this jacket that his brother bought him. I don't know where they were, somewhere on tour or something, and he comes out and he's like, "Dude, check this out! I got you this jacket, and I got one for myself." This is what Bo told me, and then that was the jacket that Bo came back with for Uncle Howdy. Well, when we were finishing up the new Fiend for the documentary, I was talking to their mother, Stephanie, and I was like, "Hey, Stephanie, we're playing around with some different jackets, and nothing's clicking, nothing's grooving. Is there like anything that you think Wyndham would have liked? Just trying to get their input because when we were doing all of it, I'd reach out to their mother and their sister and Bo and JoJo and just because I'm like I can't finish this without his family's input. Like I need you guys. You guys knew more than anybody. Like please, like, and they were so amazing and so accommodating, and just the fact that they were willing to just deal with that is just such a wonderful blessing for everybody who got to see it. But anyways, so Stephanie out of the blue sends me this picture and she's like, "Is this the jacket you're talking about?" And it's the same, it's the jacket that's on the Fiend now, but it matches Uncle Howdy's. And I'm like, he totally had this planned out. Like when, like it didn't even tell me, didn't tell anybody, but that was just true Wyndham was he would just do things and have them planned, and then he would be like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, like, oh yeah, I had this planned a year ago. Check this out." Or like he just pulls something out and you're just like, so again, he's been gone over a year and still just getting ones over on us. So the fact that like that was this beautiful, like serendipitous moment that if you look, Uncle Howdy's jacket matches the new Fiend, and that I mean, obviously we never spoke about it while he was here, but I'm like, come on, Wyndham had that planned. Like, you
Yeah,
don't just buy two matching jackets for you and your brother who are working together
yeah.
and not pull the trigger on them.